Welcome back. Senior Business Editor Mike Eppel joining us now. Mike, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday.
Thank you. Same to you. Good morning.
Okay, let's continue our chat from yesterday. We're talking about rising costs, and today we're learning more about price increase when it comes to corn. What's that all about?
Yeah, the commodity markets are the signal for what we can expect for consumer prices, Faiza. And what we saw yesterday in Chicago and this morning on the Chicago Board of Trade's commodity trading platform, well, the price for corn is either at a record high or it's at a decade high, depending on which chart you look at. The bottom line is corn is getting more expensive. So that box of cornflakes I mused yesterday, that the box of cornflakes is either going to have to get smaller or prices are going to have to go up. And corn, you know, it's such a staple commodity. It's also used in fuel production. Let's keep that in mind. Ethanol is a corn and gas blend. So that, you know, could effectively raise the price of the pumps going forward. And right now what we're looking at, Faiza, is, well, look out west. The weather there is not good. It is still winter, it seems. And when it is as cold as it is, and to some extent here as well, do we see a delayed spring planting? And then crop size estimates get reduced. The price on estimates goes up. And then Ukraine is still, you know, the situation there. They've got tons and tons of agricultural commodities in storage. Can't get out of the country to the markets. So it just goes on and on.
Oh, horrible. Okay, another big talker here, mask mandates on planes, trains, and buses in the U.S. No more due to a U.S. federal judge decision.
Yeah, it's a ruling coming out of Florida yesterday that struck down the mask mandate on all of the airlines, transportation, planes, trains, and automobiles. Well, maybe not. Yes, actually, automobiles too. Because Uber has announced this morning that in the United States, it will no longer require drivers or passengers to wear a mask in Uber vehicles.
Oh, wow.
The airlines were mid-flight yesterday announcing that the masks were coming off, which, of course, raised the ire of people who actually went on those planes believing that they would be required to wear a mask, you know, immunocompromised and such, and people who just think that wearing a mask is still a good idea. So there's, you know, the politics comes into this, but the issue is, does this help or hinder the airlines? They say it'll get more passengers into the skies. We're already seeing huge demand for summertime travel. You look at Air Canada's numbers. Air Canada yesterday flew 100,000 passengers in a single day for the first time since the onset of COVID-19. So their numbers are way up. And the demand is sky high, pardon the pun. And this is just the trend right now. And it doesn't look like that is going to slow down anytime soon.
Okay, let's stick with travel here. Some not so good news coming from the CEO of Swoop Airlines, who says airfare prices are going to climb.
Yeah, and this is the flip side of supply and demand, that if you have more demand for something, it's going to go up in price. Bob Cummings, the head of Swoop Airlines, says, yeah, they're trying to keep their prices down as much as possible, but you cannot, he says, also avoid the market dynamics. And a lot of that has to do with jet fuel. Jet fuel prices are very expensive. This is the largest single item on any airline's balance sheet from a cost perspective. Jet fuel prices go up, and they have to, unfortunately, pass those costs on to consumers. So do not, you know, we're still seeing some relatively good airfares, but do not expect those prices to remain low for the time being, especially in the summertime when everybody wants to seem to get away.
Okay, yeah, and we're seeing more of that happening, more people heading to the airports, hoping for a getaway somewhere.
If they can get there, if they don't have computer problems with the air, that's another issue.
That's another story for maybe later today. Okay, Senior Business Editor Mike Eppel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.